This is Pat Iyer with Joe Flores, who is an attorney, a nurse practitioner, and a former legal nurse consultant, who is one of the speakers at our March 3rd, 4th, 2022 Legal Nurse Consulting Conference. This is the 5th conference that Barbara Levin and I planned together, and Joe has been one of our most highly rated speakers when we have brought him to the conference as a speaker before. One of the themes of this conference is litigating personal injury cases, a very common type of case that legal nurse consultants can effectively help attorneys with. And we've got a situation of a patient who starts off as a personal injury claimant and becomes a medical malpractice claimant or plaintiff. Joe, can you share with our viewer some of the things that you plan to cover in your session on how an attorney would litigate a personal injury case?
Absolutely. And first of all, thank you for having me on. I have been fortunate enough, as Pat has mentioned, that I've been an ICU nurse, a little bit of ER, and then became a nurse practitioner and a lawyer 6 straight years through. And I've used those fortunate talents that I've developed to look at personal injury cases. I've also had the honor of working with some of the best attorneys. And it's just strange that here in my area, in Corpus Christi and the surrounding area, we have some of the very best nationwide personal injury attorneys and medical malpractice attorneys. And often these cases will turn from an injury case, a traumatic injury, into one where a diagnosis is missed. It can be anything from not looking at a slow bleed of the brain to not catching diagnoses of neurological injuries or other things, clots, etc. And so we'll be looking at that and how a case can evolve, and organically it becomes one thing and it was something else. And that is what we need to look at. A case is not static, Pat. It's always evolving. Anything can happen between the time a client comes to you that has suffered such a devastating and life-changing injury, and their family. Often the person has passed away, unfortunately, and we have to deal with that and deal with that grief from the people that we call that they have a survivor claim. And we often have to look at the vehicle that was involved, a rollover, very expensive cases. You've got to store the vehicle. You've got to often recreate the rollover. You often have to recreate the action that happened. And then looking, of course, at medical malpractice, I like to keep it very simple: negligence, causation, and damages. And that's how we analyze a medical malpractice case. And I try to keep that as short as I could in such a complex area of the law.
Thank you, Joe. I am so looking forward to your session. I know that your unique perspective will help our viewers and our attendees in gaining some perspective on what they should be looking to do to help attorneys. You may get your information. You can register and get your seat at this link, which is right below me, http://lnc.tips/March 2022 virtual. And that's all one word, March 2022 virtual. http://lnc.tips/March 2022 virtual. We'll see you there.